Welcome to 16-4, Part 1. Part 1 is all about graphing systems of equations that are already in slope-intercept form. You know they're in slope-intercept form because it's y equals. So, when I begin, I look for my y-intercept. My y-intercept is going to always be the number not attached to x. In my first equation, that number is a 2. So I'm going to go to 2 and put it out. That is the beginning of my line. So my line will pass through that point. How my line moves is right here. How steep my line is. That's what my slope is. A negative x. A negative x tells me that it's really a negative 1 over 1 because we don't write 1 because 1 times anything is that anything. So that tells me if I go up 1, I have to go negative 1. If I go positive 1, I go negative 1. Positive 1, negative 1. I can also go from here, negative 1, positive 1, negative 1, positive 1, negative 1, positive 1, negative 1, positive 1. So my next dot will be here. Negative 1, positive 1, negative 1, positive 1, all the way down. Now, since it's an equal sign, my line is a solid line. We will get to inequalities later in part 3. My first line is done. It's time to look at the second one. Again, I always look for my y-intercept. My y-intercept is the number not attached to x. So on my second equation, it's going to be a negative 1. My slope is a negative 1/4. So if I go positive 1, I have to go negative 4. If I go negative 1, I go positive 4. And then I connect. This right here is the point I'm looking for. Where are the two lines crossing? So I need to figure out what the coordinates are to that point. Which means my answer will be in XY form. I'm going to go from this point. What's my x coordinate? It's a 4. What's my y coordinate? It's a negative 2. So my answer is 4, negative 2. Look at number 2. Same thing. I look for my y-intercept. So I'm going to go to negative 3, put a dot. My slope is a negative 1/4, which means I go up 1, negative 4. I go down 1, positive 4. I'm done with the top line. Time to move on to number 2. Number 2 is x plus 2. So my y-intercept is a positive 2. My slope is an x, which means it's 1 over 1. So if I go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, you will notice, going that direction, I don't hit my line. But if I go negative 1 over 1, negative 1 over 1, negative 1 over 1, negative 1 over 1, I hit my line. Again, we are looking for that point there. So I should have an x and a y. My x value is a negative 4. My y value is a negative 2. We're going to do one more, and then the rest will be for you to do. So number 3. Again, I begin at positive 4, but my slope of 5 over 4, I can't go up 5, so I have to go negative 5. So if I go negative 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I go negative again because two negatives make a positive. If I were to go this way 4, I'd have a negative line. So I need to go this way 4. And then I need to connect. Now, y equals negative 1. So I'm going to go to negative 1, put a dot. It doesn't say anything about x. So this is a 0 slope line across the y-axis at negative 1. Since it already tells you y equals negative 1, I know that that's going to be in my answer. I can always check it to be sure because here's the point where they cross. Is that at -1? It sure is, so I know I'm right. Its x value is a -4. Finish the rest of part 1.